Wagwan. Is anyone here? Fucking hell. Just walking through some country roads. And I want to have some fun. Yo. Shit. Have on my live stream equipment. Damn. Hi Mel and Steve. How's it going? I'm just rocking through some country roads. And we might have a bit of fun. I was gonna do Project Livestream this morning, but I was absolutely... Can you hear me, by the way? Hi Michael. Hey, yo, yeah, I'm safe. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? All right, cool. Yo, so I was gonna go live for Project Livestream this morning, but I did like 2 actions yesterday. I went to this area near a slaughterhouse. You know, it's the slaughterhouse I've been to before. HCF Poultry in Cullingworth, Bradford, West Yorkshire. It's the hen gas chamber that Joey Carbstrong did an expose of a little while back. I went there with the intention of getting some footage of some egg-laying hens on the trucks. But I instead got some footage of what looked like broiler chickens, but then I saw some eggs underneath them. So what I'm thinking is maybe they were from breeder sheds. Like, I don't know if you've seen them before, but for anyone who's not vegan, the chickens that you eat, they are hatched from an egg, right? And those eggs come from chickens. They'll be put in a big shed. They live in a big shed, and there's about 10 females for every male. And they're in there, and they're forced to mate. They're forced to mate by the farmers because there's no escape for them. All they can do is mate. Hi, Jake. So yeah, and then because they're mating, the eggs will be fertilized, and then they hatch those eggs and put them in the farm. And I found a place where the chickens that were being forced to breed is slaughtered. I found them on these trucks. Kind of on the back of a HGV. You know how you can detach the front of a HGV from the back? I found about the backs of 8 HGVs designed for taking birds to the slaughterhouse, and there were chickens in about half of them. So there was 4 trucks full of chickens about to be murdered, about 100-200 meters up the country road from a slaughterhouse. It was crazy. Hello. Right, everyone. Oh shit. 1 in the chat if you're vegan. 2 in the chat if you're open-minded. 3 in the chat if you're just a triggered troll. Yo. One, definitely great. Yo. Just walking through the country, like not the countryside, kind of like a little village. But I'm about to go to the countryside. Oh. Holy shit. So yeah, let's just get the trap. Alright, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Theo Bluefish 2000. Are you a vegan? Are you a vegan? No, you're not vegan. So, have you ever seen what happens in a slaughterhouse? You ever seen what happens in a slaughterhouse? No. So, go on YouTube and search up the documentary Dominion. DOMINION. 2018, and you'll find out why you should be vegan. Go on YouTube, search up the documentary Dominion. DOMINION. Your cat's vegan. Your cat's vegan? What do you mean? Boo. Yo. God. What's that a link to, Michael? Dominion? You sure? That doesn't look like the link to Dominion. Alright. It's just on another channel. Yeah. Hi, Miss Teaspoon. How's it going? Check it out. Just walking through a village. I'm just talking about veganism. I was gonna do Project Livestream yesterday, this morning, but I was too exhausted because I also went to a slaughterhouse in Lancashire when they weren't expecting me. And I saw like half a dozen trucks full of animals lined up outside the slaughterhouse. Yeah, hope you watch the documentary, Theo. Bye. Yeah. Yo. See what we got. Anyway, going good. Canada live stream was fire. Saw dead and injured cows in a transport, and I had to this crazy truck driver not keeping the activists safe. Oh dear, it's terrible. What did they do? This driver. What did this driver do? You reported them. What did they do? One sec. He was driving fast on the sidewalk. Yeah, I'm back now. I just had to do something. Yeah. Yo. Yo. Hello. Are you back again? Anyway. Holy shit. Yeah, I just been to an animal sanctuary today. This evening. I was gonna live stream with the animals, but I couldn't. The signal was too bad out there. Hopefully the signal's reasonable in here, over here. Yo. Where am I? Yeah, I'm in this little village. Apparently there's a dairy farm on the side of the village. I'm gonna just walk by and record from the outside, but I'm not gonna go in because I'm by myself. I told someone where I am. Yeah, a village. Yo. Damn, sounds like there's a party going on. Nah, it's just some guy in a van. Anyway. Where we are. Can you see? Probably can't see very much. God, it's raining and everything. Holy shit. Anyway. Have you ever been chased by an angry farmer before? Because I did yesterday. I was on someone's land apparently. Even though it said public footpath, but it probably was someone's land to be honest. But yeah, I was recording some chickens in the back of a truck. They were just left there out in the freezing cold, suffering. I'm gonna release some footage soon. Like I got a load of I've got a load of footage on my action camera that is gonna be coming out very soon. It's crazy. You're gonna see it. I've got some crazy footage. Like there was truck. You should have seen like. So the slaughterhouse, the other slaughterhouse I went to in Lancashire, it's a Woodhead Bros slaughterhouse. So Morrison's slaughterhouse for the supermarket Morrison's. And yeah, usually there's like a vigil group with the Save movement that goes there about once a month on Tuesdays. But yesterday was a Thursday and they weren't expecting me. I was also chased out. Yeah, she has to help me. Yeah, thanks for the help. Oh god, that was crazy. I always get into trouble, don't I? What am I like? But yeah, I was at, I just rocked up and there was 6 trucks just lined up on the street. They weren't expecting me today. They weren't expecting me yesterday, so they behave. Slaughterhouses, let me just make this point, yeah? Slaughterhouses, they behave very differently when they don't know that you're coming. There's just 6 trucks just lined up outside. It was crazy. Never seen that before. I think that was the first time I've been to a major slaughterhouse and just showed up unannounced. They were angry that day. They were especially angry. But after I had to stop the live stream, the police came. It was like a police community support officer. So it's not like a normal police officer. It was like a beta police officer. Like kind of like one of the beta ones that kind of like support the police. And he was telling me off for, like he admitted that I haven't committed any offences because I didn't go on that lap, I didn't trespass. So they were just like, oh, it's not respectful. They said I'm not breaking the law, but I'm breaking common sense law. I was like, what an idiot. Police are idiots, yo. God damn. Did I know there was a stabbing not that long ago outside Morrison's slaughterhouse? They covered up the story. Really? A stabbing not that long ago? Yo, message me on Instagram about it. At Kane Defends Animals. Message me on Instagram about it. I didn't know that. Morrison's called. That was the slaughterhouse I went to yesterday. Message me about it. Holy shit. Damn. Anyway. Anyway, let me just see where I am. I think it was one of the workers who stabbed someone. A news article. Yo, find the news article and send it to me on Instagram. Jesus. Oh, it's a nice neighbourhood out here, actually. Very nice. Nice new houses. Probably be balling to get a house out here. Jesus. Ooh, opening doors. Beautiful. Goodness gracious. Imagine that. I'm in a middle class neighbourhood. I didn't realise it was like this. Goodness. Anyway. You don't have... Okay, yeah, email me, canedefensanimals@proton.me. You'll find it, I think you'll find it somewhere in my channel description. Or in the description of, I don't know. Yeah, it's canedefensanimals@proton.me. Right. 2 slaughterhouse workers in Bristol murdered 2 innocent men and did to them what they did the pigs there. That's quite a well-known story. What, the Pilgrim's Pride in Bristol? They worked at the Pilgrim's Pride in Bristol, or some like small house. About 2 years ago. Yeah, it was Pilgrim's Pride. Damn. Joey did that video, didn't he, about slaughterhouse workers. Very interesting. Should watch it. It's got no... I don't know if you've seen it. It had no graphic footage in it, so you can watch it. Ooh. Yeah, Pilgrim's Pride. But 1 sec. Let me just check my map. I'll be back in a sec. It's going to freeze for a second. Right, cool. Let's rock back up. Yeah, I just, you know, started a live stream just to chat. Felt bad that I didn't live stream earlier, but I did do a couple actions yesterday, so I don't feel that bad. Holy shit, it's like a river on the floor. It rained a lot today. Jesus. Anyway, it's pitch black, you can't see me. There's some lampposts I can see, but you guys probably won't be able to see me. Oh no, not even just Pignorant. He released a YouTube video a couple months ago about slaughterhouse workers as well. Yeah, he interviewed a few former slaughterhouse workers. Check this out. See what we got. He defends veganism with Bible references. Who does? Who are you on about? Okay. It's a stream. Anyway. Oh, the vegan heretic. Hi, Lisa Veganista. How's it going? I think it's only vegans in the chat right now. One in the chat if you're vegan, 2 in the chat if you're not but you're open-minded, 3 in the chat if you're just a triggered troll. Holy shit. Yeah, you're all vegan, cool. Damn. It's raining all the time. Yeah, basically I've done a lot of project live streams and this is the first one that I've missed, so I just decided, look, I got a live stream at some point today, so I was gonna live stream at Sanctuary but I couldn't get any signal, so I'm just live streaming out here instead. Good lord, this is a hill. There's like a dairy farm that I might stroll past. Hopefully that'll count, but I don't know. Let's see what we got. It's not even that late, it's only like 7 something. Holy shit, I need to get more exercise. Not been hitting the gym enough lately and getting out of breath way too easily. Good lord. Ah. Oh shit, I'm actually on country road now. Fucking hell. No street lights, no nothing. Oh shit, this is scary. Well look, I told my friend where I am, but fucking hell. Holy shit, there's like a dairy farm just up the road, you know. I'm not gonna go on because I don't have a plan or anyone with me, but fucking hell. Yo, I don't know if anyone in here knows that feeling. But you know when you're about to do a mission? I'm not even going on the farm, but I'm feeling that feeling that you feel when you're about to do a mission. Fucking hell. Let's go up the hill. Good lord. That exhilarating feeling when you're about to do a fucking mission. Vegan for life, hell yeah. Okay, I have to go. Bye, Miss Teaspoon. Oh god. Holy shit. Just hiking up some country roads at night, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. I think there's some sheep in the distance. Right, let me put my torch on. There might be some I don't know. Yeah, keep safe, I will. Oh shit, I even have a body camera on and everything. What the fuck has happened to my body camera? Jesus. fuck is that? Damn, cars' headlights really light up the sky. It's so dark. Good lord. Caught like deer in the headlights. Holy shit, this is scary. I'm not even going on the farm. Holy shit. Good lord. Anyone in the chat? One in the chat if you're vegan, two in the chat if you're not but you're open, three in the chat if you're just a triggered troll. Okay, there's certainly some animals there. Thinking they're probably sheep. Oh, God lord, my fucking coat. God, a sec. Oh God. Oh man. Anyway. Anyone there? Is anyone still in the live stream? Why is it staying in? God bless. Are you going as well? Damn. Oh, you came back. Cool. Damn, some sheep in a field. Gosh, damn. Whereabouts am I? You visited ABP? Which one? The one in Guildford? Yeah, big cow slaughterhouse. Horrible. I haven't been to that one before though. Damn, with some sheep in a field. Anyway, you probably can't see them. See if this camera can pick it up. Their eyes. Is that a police car? Holy shit. Langport. Alright, whereabouts is that? Just, anyway. Oh God. Holy shit, there's a dairy farm. I'm just gonna record the outside of it. Just gonna stroll by, nothing too extensive. It's a bit scary out here, holy shit. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I just don't get scared of shit. Not nearly as much as I really should. To be honest. It's just up the road now. Horrible place. Somerset, all right. Got some friends in Somerset. Oh God. Where we at? Oh God. I would like to subscribe to all activists who do project live streams. Where to find all their channels? Go on Instagram and Mel and Steve. Go on in. You don't have Instagram, do you? Or is that someone else? Yeah. On the Instagram page, it's Project Livestream. You'll find them all tagged in some of the posts, and on the website that Chris Hines made. Chris Hines, the activist, made an app that links to all the channels that are doing Project Livestream. So yeah. If you don't have Instagram, email me and drop me an email and I'll tell you all the stuff. It'll be in my channel description, my email address. One of AVP slaughterhouses. Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's time. Yeah. So you can message people. It's good. Well, the app itself isn't very good, but you need it for messaging people. Oh God, it's a bit of a tiring walk, this is. Fucking hell. What time is it? Jump. Holy shit, smells like a dairy farm. Fucking hell. Right. There's a dairy farm right there. Right fucking there. ABP needs exposing properly. It's the hardest place to get in there. The best security, yeah. Do I think we can get someone another job there? So we can record footage there. Well, we can't. That's something we can't talk about publicly. Drop me an email, then we can talk about it. Holy shit! I can see a registration plate in the sky. Wait, one sec. I'm just gonna go on map. Yeah, I'm back. Hi, Jason. Holy shit, there's a dairy farm right there. Right fucking there. I'm just gonna walk past. I don't want any drama, I'm just gonna walk past. Fucking hell. Something shepherd. Look mate, I don't want to look too sus. We've got a pile of manure. Hudson Shepherd it says. Fucking charger man. Phone charger, stupid thing. Doesn't stay in. Right, look, it'll last for now. That's a lot of manure. Big pile of manure, you probably can't see it. Park Lane Farm. This isn't that far away from a fucking village, you know. Damn, I can see emaciated cows. Holy shit. Right, I don't know if the farmer's still there. It's only like, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. The farmer might still be there, but I'll keep walking before I look sus. But yeah, there's definitely a dairy farm. Holy shit. Crazy. If you're not vegan, see, all the cows on the dairy farm go to the slaughterhouse when their milk production declines, unless they just murder them on the farm. Because they're slaves. Animals are only respected. No, they're not respected. They're only, the farmers only care about them as much as it profits them to care about them. So yeah, they might bulk gun the cows in the head, unless it's halal slaughter. But they only do that so that the cows don't kick the farmers and kick all the machinery and cause economic damage. Stuff like a gas chamber for pigs though, that is convenient for the slaughterhouse because they can murder more pigs in a short amount of time. So they'll use those even though they're not good for the pigs. They're cause even more suffering than other methods. So we've got cars driving by. A gas chamber, which is how 90% of pigs in England and Wales are murdered. Though they use those because it's profitable, because they can murder more pigs in a short amount of time. Live right next to a dairy farm and a beef farm. Dumb. Look at you. Which slaughterhouse do those dairy cows go to, I wonder? I don't know. The cows stash around in a knockbox to avoid the stun gun, bolt gun, and therefore they get shot multiple times in the neck and anywhere else. Yeah. God damn. Holy shit. It's eerie. Fucking hell. Big pile of manure, looks like. And I saw like bales of hay wrapped up in black plastic over there. Right, can't spend too much time here before I look too sus. Holy shit. Big farm. Jesus, big shed full of hay. Good lord. Ah! Let's head out. Get the hell out of here. Holy shit. Jesus. Anyway, the cow, you went to Somerset and drove past the beef farm. The cows there were in a shed, and the farmer was having a massive bonfire right near the shed, and the cows are getting smoked out. What the fuck? Yeah, it's crazy. Good lord. Farmers really just don't care about animals, do they? Oh god. Alright, let's get the hell out of here before someone sees me. It's a big house right there. Is that where the farmers live? Good lord. Anyway, let's get the hell out of here. Back to civilization. This is so crazy. There's just a hellhole where animals are being raped, enslaved and murdered. Right, just 10-minute walk up the hill from the village. It's crazy. Nice little Yorkshire village. It's mad. Right, let's get the hell out of here. Oh god. Alright. Farmers always get the best and biggest houses, it seems. Yeah, oh, the poor struggling farmers in the big houses. Who are them? Boo-hoo. Right. Alright, let's just get the hell out of here. Yo. Oh God. Damn. Country roads, yo. Country roads. I want to expose all these farms. Jesus. Oh, God. All these farms getting exposed. Hi, Amelia Lemon. I just went past a dairy farm. A dairy farm in Yorkshire. I didn't fully go in because I don't have anyone with me. But yeah, it's because yesterday I did 2 actions. I went to a slaughterhouse, well, 2 slaughterhouses yesterday. And I didn't get back till late, so I was too tired to do a stream this morning. So yeah, I went to a dairy farm just now. I saw emaciated cows, but I don't think the camera picked them up. Oh, I got some sheep in the field. They're gonna go to a slaughterhouse too, sadly. Pretty sure. Yeah, they got the tails docked. Out in the freezing cold, no shelter, as usual. Yeah. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Going to the slaughterhouse. Damn. Anyway, let me get the fuck out of here before someone sees me. Anyway. Get back to the village. It's right up the hill from a village, you know. Right up the hill from a nice middle-class village. It's crazy. Poor things. Gotta make sure on top form, so important. Yeah, people think this is a humane option, yeah. I guess since we got more people in here, I'll tell you about what I did yesterday. So, there's this slaughterhouse that I've been to a few times in Bradford for egg-laying hens that I've been trying to get footage of for a while now. Called HCF Poultry. It's in the outskirts of Bradford in West Yorkshire, but it's quite hard to get footage there of the hens. So I went to kind of a lairage area. Well, not like a lairage area, like an area where they kind of leave the chickens. Like, you know how you got a HGV, you can take the front off the truck and just leave the back somewhere. Like a big trailer park. Yeah, I found the backs of 8 HGVs for chickens. So they had chicken crates that they transport chickens to the slaughterhouse in. Yeah, and 4 of them were full of big, they didn't even look like egg laying, they didn't look like the typical brown, slim chickens for egg laying. They looked like the white broiler chickens. However, I saw eggs underneath them, but they didn't look like the eggs that I see in my parents' fridge, or the eggs that I used to eat. They looked a lot more like, they looked a lot smaller, and I think those chickens were from a parent breeder shed. I don't know if you know what a parent breeder shed, but the chickens that people eat, they come from chickens. Wait, is any chat? So right under our noses, yeah. How many slaughters there were? Yeah, they're everywhere. It's awful. But yeah, there was a big so yeah, you know how there's over 1 billion chickens murdered every year in this country. Those chickens are coming from somewhere, and there's an egg. Basically, they come from a hatchery, and the eggs. Well, obviously they hatch from eggs, right? But those eggs come from parent breeder sheds. So basically, the chickens are sexually mature, and they put 1 male for every 10 females in a confined space where they can't escape each other. So they're basically forcing them to rape each other, like forced mating. And then the eggs that they lay will be fertilized, and they will be sent to the... They'll be fertilized and sent to... They're fertilized by the males, obviously, because they're mating with them. And yeah, they'll be taken to a hatchery to hatch. And then, yeah, they'll be put on... And then the chicks will be put on the farms, raised for 6 weeks, and sent to the slaughterhouse to be eaten. That's how... I don't think I've seen footage of those types of chickens on trucks before. So yeah. They'd be quite hard to find, so I'm proud of myself for having quite a good find. You're learning a lot. Am I streaming underwater? Hi, John. No, there's just a stream down there. A literal stream. Yeah, I'm just in a village near a dairy farm that I just walked past. But yeah, the thing is, while I was recording those trucks, which is right near a slaughterhouse, I guess the slaughterhouse, I guess that's where you might expect to find them, because the parent breeder sheds, the chickens from the parent breeder sheds, they'll be murdered and sold for like lower grade meat. Just like the egg laying hens, when they're murdered, their bodies are sold for lower grade meat. So I guess that slaughterhouse does lower grade meat. So I guess that's why we saw them. I don't like using the term meat, but I just have to use the term like lower grade flesh, I guess. Let's come flip the camera back. Yeah, lower grade flesh. Turn my head torch off. Yeah, so the chickens are sent there. And I got caught. I got caught. I saw a farmer driving up the country road. I was like, oh shit, have I been seen? So I just jumped over a brick wall and I started running through the field that I ran through to get there. And it's like, hey, you're on my land! Although there was a path that said public footpath. There was a sign that said public footpath, but he was claiming it was his land, and I think it might have actually been his land. So I think I might have been civilly trespassing. Oops, which is actually legal in this country, if you leave when you're asked to leave. But then I got chased through a muddy field. The guy was chasing me. Oh God, I was like, oh shit. And then the slaughterhouse which is, they've done this before. They put a drone in the sky. They started trying to chase me with a drone again, like they did a couple of weeks ago. And I just had to get on the next bus out of there. I was like, fucking hell, it was crazy. I was scared. Good Lord. Yeah, I don't know a hell of a lot about the chicken industries yet. Yeah, I'll tell you about them. Like, it's crazy. I should be proud. Thank you. Lower grade is so demoralizing, isn't it? Yeah, it's just kind of like, usually just kind of means from animals who weren't specifically raised to be murdered in, like, I guess. So yeah, you know how you got pigs and the ones who are just sent to a slaughterhouse at 6 months old, they're considered to be the higher grade ones. And their mothers, the mothering sows, the breeding boars. I'll turn this thing off. Yeah, the mothering sows, the breeding boars, when they go to the slaughterhouse, when they go to the gas chamber, they are considered lower grade meat because they're a bit older. Same goes for dairy cows. Yeah, they're considered lower grade meat, I think. Yeah, well, yeah, they are. They'll be turned into mince generally. I think I'd imagine the chickens at the slaughterhouse that I went to in Bradford, I'd imagine they're turned into chicken mince. But don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure. But yeah, it's the slaughterhouse that Joey Carbstrong exposed a little while ago. He put hidden cameras in that gas chamber. But yeah, I just had to hop on the next bus, and it was in the direction of another slaughterhouse that I've been to before. Haha, should I tell you about that? Yeah, some real, yeah, I got chased by a farmer. I'm gonna do a video about it. How I got chased by an angry farmer. Oh god. Oh yeah, I also didn't tell you about before that, when I went there a couple weeks ago, I had my GoPro on a long stick, ready to record, and I also had my phone to live stream, but I think they know my channel. They're wary about cameras because they've been exposed before, and they know my channel, so they found out that I was live streaming, and they saw me outside and they're like, oh yep, that's him, he's live right now. And they put a drone in the sky and they chased me through this like middle class neighborhood with a drone. And I was running around with a balaclava in this middle class neighborhood. I'm like, oh shit, I'm like a young black male in a middle class neighborhood with a balaclava. I'm probably gonna get the police called on me, which I did eventually. Because I went back to the slaughterhouse and I was recording over the fence with my monopod, and they tried to grab the camera. They jumped up, tried to grab the camera. They failed a couple times, but then one time he got up on a ladder. This guy got up on a ladder and he tried to snatch it, and I was just pulling down. He tried to like pull it out of my hands, but luckily I was holding on with 2 hands, so I could just pull down, and I got it. But it bent the end of my monopod, so that's crazy. But I ended up having a game of tug of war with my fucking monopod with this slaughterhouse worker. It was crazy, but I got his face in the footage, so I might report him to the police at some point. Oh damn, it doesn't look good for me. Oh god, I'm always in trouble, aren't I? But yeah, that's what happened last time. But this time, yeah, I ended up getting on the bus. I ran back onto the road. That's not really like a main road. It's kind of like a B road, a country road kind of thing. And I caught the bus, the 67, to Keighley, and then I caught the M4 to Colne, which is where this other slaughterhouse is that I go to sometimes. And because they weren't expecting me there, usually the vegans who go there on a Tuesday, not every Tuesday, but on some Tuesdays, about once a month. They weren't expecting me. I was there on a Thursday, so I went there. So many cars just lined up. So many trucks, big trucks, about half a dozen trucks, just lined up, filled with animals. And I just ran up and I just started recording them all. And then they all started freaking out. Because usually there's like a parking area about 50 meters up the road where they put the animals. They do cows, pigs and sheep. It's like a parking area where they park all the trucks of the animals in there. But they didn't bother when they're not expecting the vegans. But yeah, I got loads of footage. But yeah, eventually they drove them all in there. They drove them all inside. But yeah, it was crazy. Like, I got loads of footage. Oh God. But yeah. And yeah, they called the police on me as well. Because I was recording, like, basically there's this guy with a forklift with a bucket at the end of the forklift. You're gonna work for a short while. You'll be here but without sound sometimes, so I won't chat. Well done for doing what you're doing, thank you. I can't believe all that sheepskin footage you got. It was Project Livestream too, by the way. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm uploading all my GoPro footage to something. I'm not done with that footage, by the way. Yeah. So there was a forklift with a bucket full of blood and feces. And I just recorded it and they weren't happy. And the security started to get all aggressive with me. So I said, get the fuck back. And they called the police on me. The police admitted that I didn't commit any offence. I didn't do anything illegal. But they were still like hassling me and telling me off. And I was like, Jesus Christ, get a life. I didn't actually say that, but they were so annoying. It wasn't a proper police. It was like a PCOS, a police community support officer. So yeah, I got told off by PCOS, which is interesting. It was after my phone ran out of battery though, which was a shame. So I don't have the footage of that. But yeah, I got quite a lot of footage. Yeah. But I'm not done with these slaughterhouses, by the way. Holy shit. Just the stuff that I've just managed to record, it's crazy. But yeah, I'm not done with that footage. I'm doing stuff with it. Good Lord. Anyway. I'm not done with the slaughterhouses either. I'm getting more footage. I'm not done with these lot. Always show up unannounced unless you have an agreement. I mean, sometimes there's benefits to having an agreement with the slaughterhouse. Sometimes you might have an agreement so that they stop the trucks for a few minutes before they drive them in, so everyone can, record the animals, say goodbye to the animals and whatnot. But not all the time. Sometimes there's like no agreement. What I do find though is the larger slaughterhouses tend to be less hectic. I think maybe it's because the higher ups have like given them a telling off, saying, look, if the vegans, they come, they want an agreement with you, just accept the agreement, don't do anything crazy, because they'll make a viral video about it. Just be as not interesting as possible, and yeah, that's what I think they're doing. But yeah, with the smaller slaughterhouses, they don't give a shit. There's a few other small slaughterhouses in the area that I want to go to, but I don't want to go alone because some of the workers are they've been known to be a bit violent at one of them. Another one, it's one that, as far as I'm aware, other vegans haven't been to, so I might want to go there with a friend. The other slaughterhouses I've been to with, like, either I've been to with other people or other people have been there before. The first slaughterhouse I ever went to, Pilgrim's Pride, Aston-under-Lyne, in Greater Manchester, which is the one that features in the documentary Pignorant. That was the first slaughterhouse I ever went to. I went there with Manchester Pig Save back in 2023 before it closed down. The second one I ever went to was called Dunby Cardington in Bedfordshire. Yeah, that was with Bedfordshire Cow Save or Bedfordshire Animal Save. And then yeah, the third one I went to was it was Woodhead Bros in Colne. This was on a live stream, some of it, so you'll find the live stream on my channel, the one I went to, yeah. But I've been to there a few times. Yeah, you can record, that I went to the first 4 times with Manchester Pig Save, even though it's not even in Manchester anymore. Yeah, I went there with the Save movement. The other one I go to, J and E Medcalf in Halifax, West Yorkshire, where I got that sheepskin footage and cowskin footage. Yeah, that's in that is in, what was I going to say? That's in that's in Halifax, and there used to be a Halifax Animal Save, but they don't operate anymore, so they've been there before. And HCF Poultry, that's the one that Joey Carbstrong investigated. Yeah, in Bradford, West Yorkshire. So yeah, most of them are northern. I actually lived in Bedfordshire briefly last year for a few months, so that's how I went there. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, chat's getting a little quiet. What time is it now? Yeah, I might be about to hop on the bus. Yeah, gonna be heading off now, so I might send the live stream here. Yeah. CDA, Praxa, yeah. Right. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, if you want any information on what I've just told you, either message me on Instagram at Kane Defends Animals, or drop me an email, KaneDefendsAnimals@proton.me. If you want more information. But yeah, peace out.